Hi, it's Dr. Betty Robin with the Dentistry Rising podcast. I'm an attorney, a dentist, and a practice cell broker. This podcast is my brainchild to help inspire, motivate, and educate dentists to create the practices and lives they want. I've personally owned 3 practices and worked with thousands of dentists in my capacity as their broker or attorney. I want to put my expertise to work for you and help you find the success you want. After all, you're my peeps. Let's get going. What's on your billboard? I don't know about you, but I really like Tim Ferriss, the 4-hour guy. 4-hour work week, 4-hour body, 4-hour chef. I especially like his 2 latest new books, Tribe of Mentors and Tools of Titans. They are both books on which I call short stories, only a few pages about each person interviewed. Great reading for the beginning or end of each day. Every person Tim interviews in the books are uncommonly successful in their own right. Some are very famous and some are not, but they all are remarkable. Each tells a short story of how they live, why they think they achieve such uncommon success, and generally what makes them tick. In the Tribe of Mentors, each person essentially answers the same questions Tim has proposed. One of the questions is, what would that person put on a billboard in the middle of a big city if they had the opportunity? I think this is meaningful to think about. What would you proclaim to the world? What do you stand for? I know there are numerous similar exercises, but this one, using a billboard, for me really encapsulates the issue and makes it short and sweet. I went through numerous iterations of what I'd put on my billboard, ranging from my vision, my goals, my motto, etc. Some were focused on my business and some were focused on my personal life. Here's what I landed on. It's bigger than dentistry, which I wanted, and I think it applies to pretty much everyone, at least in North America, which is where I'm familiar with. It describes something that I think that not just dentists should consider, but everyone should. It is something I think, at least for my life, is very important. Maybe not the most important thing ever, but life-changing to almost everyone. Here's my billboard. Live without debt. Or it could be, have no debt, get into no debt, pay as you go. You get the drift. I can't really think of the correct English way to say it, but that's it, as clumsy as it is, live without debt. Now, why do I think that's so important? I think that's so important because debt strangles you. Because debt makes you do things you would never do without the pressure of debt. It causes you to make bad choices. It can make you diagnose that root canal and crown when the decay really isn't quite into the nerve. It can make you pry money out of someone's hands for treatment they barely need when they can barely eat. It puts you in a position you can't just walk away from whatever it is you want to walk away from. It makes you stay in jobs you hate, stay in relationships you want out of. It even does worse things than that. At its very worst, it causes dentists to take their own life. Almost every sale I've done with that situation was money or debt motivated. In my opinion, debt is bad. All debt is bad. With debt, you do not have freedom. Now, it may be a necessary evil and the means to an end, but it needs to be a temporary solution. Very temporary. In and out. And all debt is not created equal. Credit card debt is always evil, in my opinion. As is debt for a car. It's just evil. Maybe even debt for a house if it's a house you can't really afford. Debt for school and for a practice may be good debt, but it still needs to be abolished as soon as possible. And after you get to no debt, then you have to go to savings. We are all incredibly fortunate to make the kind of money we do. We can get out of debt, we can pay off our student loans, and we do have the potential to make great money. Pay off your debt so you can have the freedom you really want. Thanks for listening.